As you can see by the scores over the last 3 days in college basketball, this is probably the toughest game to play all year long. Just in terms of, we've gone at it for a long time since the start of school. Guys haven't really had a break. Now they get 4 days off, and players around the country have done a good job of getting ready for the 4 days off and not necessarily the last game prior to that. So I was very, very proud of our guys in terms of their effort. I thought the play by Sorrell Smith on the turnover on the inbounds when he chases it all the way down the court and kicks it out to Tyler for a three showed me that our guys wanted to play today the right way. The 19 assists shows that we were sharing the ball. We shot well from the field, made extra passes, and played just enough defense, especially in that first 8 minutes of the second half, to give us a comfortable lead. So proud of our guys to go 5 in a row, 7 out of our last 8, and put us in position where we're playing very well right now, and at the level we're playing at, I think we can keep getting better. So different guys did different things tonight. I thought Russell was really good. I thought Tyler was really good, and Selton was very good, and we got bits and pieces in the flow of the game from different guys. Sometimes you don't even notice Jameer. He gets 13 and 7, 4 offensive rebounds. So we're doing some good things, and in a difficult, more mentally being ready to compete, I thought our guys did a great job today.
You talked about that 15-0 run early in the second half. You had already had a comfortable lead, and then that just kind of took control of the game there. Can you talk about what was really working well for you guys?
Well, what we did is we got stops and rebounds, and now we're able to get out and run. I thought our help defense on the drive was much better during that stretch. The gaps were closed. We were forcing more difficult shots. And when we can get teams to play on top of us, then we can rebound and get out and go. And during that stretch, we made a lot of extra passes for some wide open threes and made a couple of those. And we mix in enough post touches to Russ to keep the defense honest. And we attacked the basket. Selton goes 10 of 14, but he's 7 of 8 from inside the three. And we need to get the ball into the paint and then kick it out for threes, or into the paint, drop it off to Russ, and we're just more efficient offensively. But during that stretch, it was the defense and the rebounding that led to quality offense on the other end.
NJIT only made 27% of their threes in the second half. Big difference from the first half when they made like 64%.
Right.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
We had a greater sense of urgency on the closeouts. We locked in much better on Hess. We gave him one late on a baseline out of bounds. And it was just, like I said, just if we can keep the ball in front of us, then it's easier to close out on the shooters. In the first half, they were getting the ball into the paint, and now you got longer closeouts. Again, it doesn't show up in any of the stats, but Russell's ball screen coverage is just tremendous. It just gobbles up other guards. And what it does do, though, it forces the guys behind him to be active and close out. And when we're working together in that, we're much better defensively. But I thought, again, on the defensive end, Russell was tremendous. 10 defensive rebounds, controlled the glass for us. But our sense of urgency in closing out, in particular on Hess and on Coleman, was much better in the second half.
I know you're dying to talk about how you only had 9 turnovers.
Yeah, the 19 and 9, again, it just shows a great, the only area that we didn't show the focus that we need to is at the free throw line, obviously. And I'm just going to let all our donors and so forth that I talked to before the game, they cannot ask me any more questions on free throws, because every time they do, we go out and shoot bad from the line. So that FT word is not said anymore. But the 19 assists, the 9 turnovers, it's been a while. Where our assisted turnover, we have more assisted turnovers. And when you play faster like we're playing, you're going to have some more turnovers. So for us to go double up assisted turnovers was, again, just a great sign of concentration and being sharp.
13 games into his career, what have you liked the most from what you've seen from Ryan Conwell, and where do you want to see improvement for him in the conference play?
You know, he doesn't get rattled. He had 4 assists today and 2 turnovers. He has not shot the ball as well as he's capable the last couple weeks, but he doesn't. You know, if the mistake is made, he moves on to the next play. If he makes a good play, he moves on to the next play. He's got great resiliency, both positive plays and negative plays. He just really, for a freshman, just very, very solid. Can play multiple positions for us, you know, handled the point today some. So I'm just, you know, very, very pleased with his overall progress. And him knocking down that last shot was big because he hasn't seen the ball go through the hoop as much because he's got good looks. He very rarely takes a difficult shot. So he's just got a great feel for the game. And because of that, it's just about gaining more confidence in games, and he's got a chance to be one of the special players over his career in our program for sure.
Your other freshman, Doc, was your first big off the bench
Yep.
tonight, different for him. What have you been seeing from him lately in practice?
He's just so active, you know. He gets 3 rebounds for us, you know, and we're going to need him. You know, we're going to need him. So getting him some minutes early was good. You know, he missed those 3.5 weeks with the injury early. It set him back a little bit, but he's been playing better in practice. He's typical freshman. He's a little too fast out there right now, you know what I mean? But I told him, if you make a mistake, make it being super aggressive and playing with great energy, and I thought he brought that today for us.
I know you want me to ask a whole bunch of other questions, but your family's here, and
Yeah.
I'm sure you want to go home, so I'll let you.
That's the first time I've ever heard that from Russ. No more questions.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, you got it. Everybody have a great holiday. All right, be safe. Thank you.